Okay, I'm back. Sorry for that. I had to make sure the syllabus was right. I couldn't deal with it. I had to fix it now. So the syllabus has been completely updated. I think I had two versions open, and for some reason the wrong one kept popping up. So here's our textbooks. I've given you the information to contact me here. The best way to get a hold of me is just by email. So please try that first. Here's an important tidbit. This first week, I am unavailable. I am in my residency for PhD, and so I'm just going to be unavailable. Please do your best to work through the board, and I will do my best to, if you have questions, to answer them the second week. So just FYI, I'm kind of MIA. Here's our textbook by Hutchison 2017. This is a pretty flimsy book, to be honest. If you were trying to study solely for the, using this for your national counselor exam, leaves a bit to be desired. I've supplemented this book with a lot of material that's valid, and it will help the other information, and I'll indicate where it is, will help you supplement this. I got a small book because this is summer module, and I know that people are pressed for time. We've got 16 weeks condensed into 8, and so it's important that we give you enough information that you can actually deal with. I don't want to give you too much. I'm going to give you plenty anyway. Here's another book. This is Corey, and Corey usually is pretty good for, his books are pretty good for making sure you're getting the right info for national exams. Let's kind of scroll down and see how you'll be graded. So here's what you'll actually be doing in this class. You'll be doing 4 discussion board conversations. And so it's a hybrid. We're going to meet 3 times together in this Zoom format at the second half of the semester. The first 4 weeks are going to be Blackboard, going to be online. So it's important that we are able to have a discussion and also be able to kind of work through the theories before we actually get to practice, because there's a big practice component to this. We're talking about practice. We are talking about practice here. That's my Allen Iverson impersonation there. But yeah, so you'll have 25 points each. I've got a rubric down here. We'll get to in a minute. A big portion of your grade is actually going to be demonstrating in the Zoom room in the Brady Bunch kind of setting. There are a lot of us in this class. I think there are 26 enrolled. So I'm going to split you out into 2 or 3 groups, and you all are going to basically be running your own groups. You're going to run your own little cohesive cohort together. And so we'll start out together in a big class, in a big Zoom class together, but then we'll split you down and split you out, and you'll be practicing. So class participation and attendance is necessary for this class. There are 3 Saturdays. I've got those dates. Make sure that you are able to partition a time where you have private, confidential settings. See, I've got my headphones on. So be sure that I'm outside, but my neighbor's inside. Make sure that you have a spot you can go that's confidential. And we can't have, because we're going to be doing real counseling, we can't be having other people's information aired out to the world. I'm very strict about that. So we'll talk more about that when we get there. So here's the big kicker between education majors and psychology majors. So if you're in counseling psychology, this is worth 200 points, this participation, which is half of your grade. So we'll talk more about that when we get there. Education majors is 150 points. I have less emphasis on you leading a group. I just want to make sure you get the group theory. You do have 50 points of your grade will be earned by leading. So yeah, just be careful. There's a difference between expectations there. You also have a final group project where you're going to design a group and integrate the theory that you understand. Here's how you kind of take a group from the beginning stages to the very end. So this is something that education majors can put in their portfolios as they go forward. So psychology students have a maximum of 400 points, education students a maximum of 350. Discussion boards, keep 2 real dates in mind. make sure you get that initial post in by Thursday at midnight, or I'm not going to consider it. If for full credit, you need to have a minimum of 300 words with citations when called for. Not every week is a citation, okay? A lot of weeks I'm just having you reflect, so that's the strictest standard. But please don't go on more than 400 words. Nobody wants to respond to a discussion board post that's over 400 words long. That's over a page of reading. That's a lot. That's a lot of, my gosh, we've got a lot going on in our lives, and don't write a book, please. Condense it as much as you can. Keep it between 300 and 400. And you don't, you do have 2 responses for peers most weeks. So you'll have to have a 100-word response to at least 2 peers where you have some depth of reflection. Here's how, I want relevant content, APA grammar style. If you're talking in Twitter speak or your text language, you're not going to earn full credit. Just know that you're demonstrating some professionalism here as you do this. Here's your rubric, 10 points for the original post. Each follow-up to your peers, your other students, are 5 points each for a total of 20. Okay, so here's group participation. Read through this rubric, make sure you understand it. You're welcome to reach out with questions regarding group participation. I talk about making sure you're in a confidential setting there. All right, and please read through these other highlights. I'm going fast so we can get through. Read through decorum and etiquette, professional behavior, respect for diversity. All right, so here's the course outline. We're going to meet in person 3 Saturdays, June 27th, July 11th, and July 18th. We'll meet from 9 to 4 on these 3 days. Okay, that's so people can actually practice. And normally that's done face-to-face. So that's just because of the COVID and the different situations. I just took we had to do video counseling last year. So we're going to step in, and most programs in the United States have switched to this for now. So you get this extra learning opportunity to learn via Zoom and video texting counseling. So that's it. That's the highlights. You'll see that I have each week laid out pretty clearly. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. And again, after this first week, I'll probably respond then. So take care. Hope to see you. Look forward to meeting everybody. Bye.